Hello and welcome back. Right. Today is the day. We've got to... Oh wow, I never realised how bumpy that field is. Wow, it's got a right massive chunk in it. Right, okay. Let's get on with our work. We are doing sugarcane. What tools though? Sugarcane. Technology. We want to hire the double billet. We want to lease it. We do. Okay. And okay. Now then, yeah, let's keep that. Right, let's go and fetch that ourselves. Let's use our brain there. Let's go got to get into the habit of finding the best way. This is a really good route. Let's go and get this. Let's fill it. I wonder if you can still do what you used to be able to do, which is to fill this and then eject them as lots of seeds when you're doing this, or whether that has been shut down by giants. I would imagine it has, although it is a legitimate cheat in a way. Oh, I never checked. Can I actually physically do this? Now then, am I big enough? Ooh. Okay, I didn't think of that, did I? Right, we need to be pallets, sugarcane. Refill cedar. Can you do fertilizer with this? Well, I didn't know that. That would be useful. Okay, let's grab some of that then. How much is that? Not sure. We'll try that because I'm... Oh. Grab one of those. One more. Now then, how much can we put in? More than that. Can you lower? Oh, you can unload. Okay, in that case, let's do what? It's not like we're cheating. We are legitimately using this, but if it does give us the advantage, or whether it comes out as sugar cane, we shall see. Right, okay. Let's shut the cover. Now then. Oh, I'll ever come this way. Right, got a lot of work to do. I was going to say the silliest of things then about using the little tractor to do this, but I immediately hushed my mouth for being really silly. But don't somehow think this will meet the requirements. Right, thinking about this. Oh, I think I'm going to need to shift the... Right. Now where does this come out? The two... I'd like to be able to see where it actually... Ah, it's there, isn't it? Right, where the tractor wheels are. Pretty much. Right, let's get as far back. I want this to be as good as possible. And... Right. Let's shift this. Yes, it was me. Let's hope you've moved. Right, let's shift this out of the way. Yeah, lovely. Fertilise 56%, so we're going to need to do one more thing. Right, okay. This is probably a silly thing, but I'm going to... No, I've already tried it. No, I haven't. I haven't actually. I've tried the little... Still think I'm being silly though. See if we can, with the forks, push that up. Whoa. I don't know. Actually, to be coming on out of the way of the telehandler, truthfully. I think if there's anything got the chance to push this up without a reset, it would be this. Can't believe I knocked it down. Seriously. That's a little bit out of my price range. What on earth is that? Isn't that a... Oh, it is a forest mulcher. 13,000. It's normally much more than that. And we know we want one. Go on then. It's a bit naughty, but it's about 3 times as much as that normally. Right, let's see if we can lift that. Whew. Right. Seriously, brilliant. The AI work is doing fantastically. I do think this is silly, but I'm going to have a go. I think a trailed one, if anything. I'm not sure if this has got a horsepower requirements. Yeah. Such a shame that you can't put a weight on this. Oh well. Oh dear. Okay, let's let go. Yeah. I keep thinking, oh, is he living all my life? I've never known an AI worker that did the same with the taters. I've never known the AI. It's obviously to do with a new game and all the rest of it. But look, it's leaving. You don't normally get that with workers. Wow. I mean, that's not a lot, but what's that about? Let's have a look inside. Let's see how we're doing actually. It's certainly faster than I ever remember. And it's certainly a bigger area. That's amazing. I think actually the single billet, if that's just two of them, I think you could actually make do with the one. Seriously, I'm missing having two tractors. It's so... I could be getting on with doing contracts, but I just can't presently with being so... Oh wow, look, it's missing bits. I just can't warrant spending a little bit of money. Or am I being stupid? Because it is a way of earning money, isn't it? Maybe I am being a bit silly actually. Although it's a bit of patience. I mean, obviously the TerraTrack's out of the thing, but tractors do come up. The trouble is, sometimes in life you just have to get cracking. Now then, let's have a look at small tractors. The trouble is, we know that it'd have to be something like the Zeta. No, the Massey, actually, it's faster. Seki. What about the Pure? I never thought about that. 100 horsepower. I know it's slow, but I'm just thinking about if it was... Trouble is with the Buera though. That's got a front 3-point link. That's the... That's the Massey got a front 3-point link. No, it hasn't. Seriously, I do need something with a front 3-point link. That has. No, it's dearer, but it's a little Zeta got the option. No. Now I'm getting to the dangerous spot. I think it's a matter of patience. It truly is. We're halfway through the field. It's after this we're going to have to get cracking. Just needs must. We may get... We're just literally... We've got the other things. I know we could lease. It's... Yeah, I'm panicking. I'm allowing a bit of... I can see that we're obviously on our last 100 grand and it's not a nice place to be. And there's no... But there's contracts. I wonder though. I don't think now. Let's have a look at the mulcher and see. I think I'm being silly, because if all mulchers normally have got quite large horsepower requirements. Let's have a look at the forestry equipment. It's that red mulcher there. Oh, it's the dearer one as well. Oh, 200 horsepower. Wow. Gordon Bennett. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Switch the engine off on that. Let's take that other contract. We are going to take that. Oh, it's gone. The spraying contract's gone. Okay, we'll do this next. Right. The contracts certainly come and go quickly. I mean, obviously my last episode had a lot of issues. Right, we're about halfway done with that. The field is about halfway done. Right. I'm going to hush my mouth because I probably will time-lapse this if I'm honest. I've been chattering way too much. There's not much I can do. I can't wait till we can afford a second tractor, truthfully. Wow, I think we're going to need to get some more. Don't know about ejecting seeds because we've got too much. I tell you what we should try to do that. Ooh. Let's have a look at the horsepower requirements for that. The sugar cane. It does look as if it's struggling a little with it. 200 horsepower. Right, so it is only slightly underpowered. Wow, that's 190 as well for the single row. Wow. Certainly glad we went for quite a powerful single tractor. We would have been in the right mess now if we hadn't have done that. This is so tight. Should say we're just over half. Another one, I would say we're roughly 2/3 of the way done. How much are the cedar contracts? How much do you... Oh wow, some of these are quite... Trouble is, seeds are so expensive, aren't they? Field 5's massive. Let's have a look for, we know how big fields 30 somethings are. They're 30. Oh, they're right. Typical. There's none of those. 28 though. We've done that. 843. Yeah, I would say we're about 2/3 of the way. Just make sure. Yeah, I am within the window. And when is the harvest window in? Oh wow, right in October. That's late. October, November. I definitely think we're going to need some more seed, without a shadow of a doubt. In fact, I think what we'll do, once we get to the end of this, we'll go and fill it. I want to do the test as well to see if when you eject it, you get it come out, or whether there's some sort of trickery goes on. Okay. Right, I tried my recording software and again it went wrong, so I'm going to stick with this, my other recording software, and I'm going to do this myself. I really am. It is costing me an arm and a leg. I am getting a bit worried really, if I'm honest, about costs. So wow, I lost about 2 rows of planting with that error. But yeah, seriously, I'd need to save as much as I can. Really do wish, seriously wish. One of the biggest things we seriously need is definitely a second tractor, so we can be going to do things like cultivating and fertilising and spraying jobs. Wow. Let's lift that. Right near your wheels. So your wheels are about your best guide, I think. Seriously. Let's see. Am I right? Not bad, not bad. Got a couple of patches that need fixing when we've finished, I think. Yeah, it's not far off your left hand wheel. I'm going to need to come in slightly because I'm not quite. Wow, yeah, there's quite a lot of fixing up work to be done. A little previous. We'll do all fixing up work afterwards, I think. Whoa, it's a bit wandery. That's with a weight on. Mind you, it's slightly, seriously not quite enough power to do this, so it's 10 horsepower underneath. I know that's not a lot, but it's still not perfect. You've got to expect things not to be quite right. It's ages since I've done sugar cane. Far off. Ooh, that wasn't a bad row actually. Quite pleased with that. That was better pull up. Not perfect, but it wasn't that bad. Right, so front wheel is the guide. Slightly in. Drop it down. Go. Just about a wheel's width. It does do weird things then. It struggles at this end. This must be slightly. It is. It's slightly uphill. Ready to lift. A little bit more now. It's about the drop-in bit. It's about there. Oh, I think I'm out very slightly. Oh no. That was not such a good line. I've got those weird bits where you miss. Yeah. Wow, definitely not going to last the field. Right, I'd like to do my test in a minute while we've still got over a ton of seed, just in case it will not let you eject it as seeds. Because, a bit more. Lift. Right. Oh no, it does. Still lets you do it as seeds. Fantastic. Okay then. Right. Let's fill this up. And again. No, I'm going to leave those. I'm going to box clever with this. I'm going to use this to our advantage. I don't mind using game mechanics to our advantage. It's not much different to having mods. The game system allows you to do it, so let's make the most of it. won't go mad though. Not to, but it isn't. It isn't cheating. There is no. It is something that is a known. I won't say issue. It's a known thing. Right. Let's fill that as well. Get the last of that fertiliser in. Okay, pallets. 1, 2, 3. Certainly does get through some though. Wow. Gonna need 6, I would say. Let's get some more ordered. Another 3. Gordon Bennett. I didn't quite need that. One thing I've got to remember though is to actually put them in to eject them. No good keeping this. We need not to send this back. We need to use this advantage. Let's face it, although people may think of that as a cheat, the bottom line is nobody's going to hire this. Well, I suppose some people could hire it, but you'd only do that if you were like myself, struggling a little bit, and who would waste £5,000 to save a few hundred on seeds, whereas we are legitimately using this and legitimately using the machine's advantage to our advantage. I don't seriously see that is. Let's go and do that line, that really bad line. I wonder why it stopped doing this one. Strange. As I say, I'm also not going to go mad. I'm not going to abuse this, but it is an advantage, and we need whatever advantages we can actually get at the minute. Let's do that other big strip, because that's seriously not good. I don't mind those little tiny thin ones, that's just tough, but why is that not? Something with the field. It's just not wanting to actually do that at all. Seriously, that is well weird. We've got a strange field. See if we can fix that bit. Yeah, that one worked. Brilliant. Wow, I can't get over that. That's about right. Slightly out by a hair's breadth. Ooh, we need to plough that strip. forgotten about that. Not to be losing any ploughing bonus. Ready to lift. About now. Touch more. Get ready to drop. Go. Come a bit out if I'm honest. Yeah, thought I was. Let's push these seeds out of the way as well. I'm going in a little. Yeah, see the line, or it's gone funny. Ready to lift. Now. Let's knock those seeds out of the way. Put them onto the headland. Okay. Wow, this done half get through some seeds though, some pallets. Seriously. I'm getting a bit panicky seeing how little money we've got left. Knowing how quickly we've spent this, even with contracts and all sorts of things. I think it's also the unknown as well. If it was Farming Simulator 19, obviously you've got a good idea of how you can get out of messes because you've got out of them before. You know what works, what doesn't. Whereas this is a new set of rules, and I think also things aren't quite working right. All sorts of weird and wonderful things are happening that cost you more. I've had an awful lot of expenses, and sometimes the AI workers are definitely costing more than you were used to them costing, which is really quite worrying. So there's more expenses and far less income. I mean, we didn't. We were in the red, or we broke even. And that's without us actually planting the potatoes ourselves. I mean, we bought the field that had already got the potatoes planted in. By the time we'd hired equipment and paid for the costs, we truly broke even with about... In fact, no, I seriously think, including... I mean, I remember looking up and thinking it was saying something like £4,000, and then there were... 700s, add those together, and we seriously took a massive hit on the wages just alone. So last year's the potatoes, literally we didn't even really make any profit. It just literally was about keeping the money together. Admittedly we've got quite a lot of equipment, but I think most of our profit was literally from doing fertiliser contracts and spraying. Very little. Well, there was no profit from the field work that we did. So I'm seriously hoping that this year, with the help of the sugar factory, we can actually turn things around a little bit, because seriously, this is getting really dicey. Right. So to date, I've never failed on the start from scratch where I've actually had to quit. But seriously, this time it's a little worrying with the unknowns and everything. Oh, wow, some weird lines. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll quickly drop this up the top end, grab the plough, get that last strip ploughed, and then we'll carry on with the planting. The last, I should say, by the look of this, about 2 rows left. Ooh, yeah, got Alexa on. Just a touch more. A little tiny bit uplift. Okay. Plough. I really do love this tractor. It's funny, I was thinking not long back, Valtra is the one in every single Let's Play that I've ever played. I've never featured a Valtra, and in this one Let's Play I've really loved this tractor. So it's an equalising has occurred that I've obviously wanted to do. Never not liked the Valtras or anything, but yes, it's been nice to actually make use of the Valtras, because it's one manufacturer I did used to. It's quite funny, my first tractors before I tended to have favoured the Case 7250 Pro more than any other tractor, which is funny because when I think it was Ravenport, and I always the first thing I used to do, I tried that Let's Play so many times, that map, first thing I used to do is sell the cases. I think it gave you 2, and I always used to sell those, and I often used to buy a Valtra and another couple of tractors. It's very much a jewel that you don't always see straight away, that particular the Case. But once I did realise how good it was, truthfully, I did start to use it a lot more. It is such an undervalued 261 horsepower. It's a very rare medium. I know it's a medium tractor, but it usually comes in its smaller format, but you can upgrade it to the point it's quite a strong medium tractor at a very reasonable price. They're often very underestimated, even by myself, which is when I did start to it's medium for speed. It's not like the fastest tractor. Its turning circle I've always found a bit not so good as well, but it's just a good all-rounder that doesn't excel at anything in particular, and I think that mediocrity is what I at first overlooked, because it isn't mediocre. It is actually quite exceptional. It's got a reasonable turning circle. Well, I've got that one strip. Reasonable speed, again, only does 26, not 31. I often used to sell it for a Valtra that did 31, but then eventually the extra horses under the bonnet did sort of start to be needed, so I then started to turn my attention back to it and started to work away from the Valtras, which used to be a bit underwhelming horsepower wise for about the same money. Alright, one more strip. Okie doke. Right, last strip, and then we're going to get on with some fertilising contracts to hopefully put us a bit of money back in the bank. Well, actually, there's only that one fertiliser contract that we've got. Right, last little bit of a strip. There's not much, to be honest. And we've tidied up the rest, apart from these thin lines, which some of these are just weirdnesses of the field, so I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah, it's only a thin strip, really. So yes, I haven't had a Valtra for an awful long time, since probably right back in the early days when I did used to have them on Ravenport. I've had a spate of time when I went for the 6M, the John Deere, and then I found other tractors, and then I started to do my start from scratches a lot. And then it was often modded tractors that were reasonable in price but quite good. And then I found another case in the right, let's just eject these seeds and fertilizer. Yeah, it was in the Modern Classics pack. It's one of the cases. What is it? Let me just eject this slot. No, that's not what I went to do at all. Okay. Right, let's go and fill this. We're going to do what we've got left. We're not cheating, we're not buying more and doing it to the hilt. What we've got over there is what we're going to put in and eject, and that is it. So we're not going to like use this stupidly to actually buy tons and tons of seed to the point where, but we will use what we've got, stick that in and then eject it. We'll use this slight advantage, keep us in seeds maybe for another year, and maybe next year we might be able to. Mind you, to be honest, I am hoping to be doing sugar all of the time now, so whoa, I saw you. We'll leave them here as well. We'll see if there's any seeding contracts, but we would need to buy a seeder. I don't mind if we're going to make profit though. Right bumper. Brilliant. 4,000 straight in that. Let's drop this off and return. Now at least I know that the key is now the... Let's return that. Select. Return. Brilliant. Now then, we need to get on with our fertilising. Let's go grab our fertiliser spreader. Have we still got out? Yeah, we have still got the weight on the front. I still can't get over the fact that that's heavy, so heavy even for the Voltra. It's a bit. This is quite a large medium tractor. It's not tiny. Just can't get over the fact of how heavy and lopsided that the Amazon fertiliser spreader is. Whether this will be corrected or whether it is what it is, I don't know, but... Right, seriously, fertilising. Ah. Oh, typical left you right in the way. It takes ages to start this up. Get that fertiliser in, get it as filled up as we possibly can, and get that small fertilising contract done. Then we will take a look. Well, I thought there was some spray. There were some spraying contracts, but we'll also... Now, can we put fertiliser? No, we can't. We need to let the first growth stage happen, don't we? The rules won't have changed that much. Right, so where are we looking? Let's have a look at the map. We should have a blue field. I can't remember what number it was. No, that's us 40. Does it not do that then? Ah, okay. Field 45, it doesn't. It doesn't actually show the... Where is 45? Over there. Yeah, it doesn't do the... I'm thinking of that... Right. It's this way though. Let's turn... Yeah, we're doing this manually, definitely. When we've done this, we shall see what we see. Yeah, first growth stage, when that happens, let's stick time up to 3 now that we've done that. We've done our main job. Oh, what am I doing? Where am I thinking of going? Am I going to cross the water? Plonker. Seriously. Wow, I didn't realise how far away that was actually. Yes, I don't think that river's somehow going to be forded easily. It's definitely the bridge or the bridge as a crossing point. There's no way you'll do anything other than lose a tractor, and we cannot afford to replace it, so let's just be good and go over the bridge. Yeah, I am enjoying this. It's just, I think it's I'm always a bit, I wouldn't say OCD. When things are unknown, a bit sort of scaredy. I don't like that. I don't like unknown quantities. Yeah, let's sneak. It's not really hurting, is it? We're not doing any damage going around the edge of the field. It is no man's land after all said and done. Well, it is this far out anyway. I know around the edge of the field, his field, that is his, but this is sort of like anybody's. I don't know whose it's classed as, probably periphery that's not owned by anybody, but I'm not really being naughty. Maybe cheeky. Oh wow, it's on the other side of the railway lines. How do we get over there? Must be road after that. I've only ever been as far as this way actually. I love these oak trees, they're fantastic. Right. Yeah, here we go. There's a track that goes over the railway lines, a proper crossing. And it's the next field down. Looking at it, no, it's not. Well, I was going to say I'd ride straight down the middle, but I don't think. I can try it, I suppose. Go in the middle and see how much we actually do. No. I know it's 45 metres, but it's not that big. It's unfortunately going to be slightly more than 2 passes. Or should I say, what I meant was, I was thinking of going right down the middle, but there's no way that is even 45 metre spread. There's no way it's that good. Yeah, I need to be in a bit more than that. That doesn't look too far off. It's a long field. It is quite hilly. It's not the sort of map you certainly need, I think, to be honest, overpowered tractors for big jobs or very small implements for some fields, definitely. I think we're going to need to do almost a third run. We shall see. We shall look at the mini-map, the proper map, to see the fertiliser map. This is one thing I loved about precision farming. I used to really seriously use that. In fact I used to use that more than the actual the proper map itself. I used to look and you could see where you were fertilising, casting, see where your little lines that you were missing. I was so glad when they bring precision farming back, seriously. Not far off square actually. Get to the other end and we shall see what we see. Not bad though, in the middle. It is that strip at the top. So look at the contract. How close are we to completing? Oh, yeah, looks like we're pretty much going to have to do everything. Wow, it is tight. You've pretty much got to do what you've got to do. Right, it's just going to be a bit wasteful, truthfully. And there's not much more I could have done other than doing perhaps 3. Maybe it was not quite. Yeah. And there's that little strip at the other end as well. Oh well, I'm just going to enjoy. I hate wasting fertiliser. Ooh, 98. Let's have a look on the field to see if there's... Oh, it is mainly this top end actually, funnily enough. So if we're clever and we sort of do that, that should, a couple of those, pretty much cover those. Ooh, not quite as good as you think. Okay. Yay! I'm going to take it. I seriously am, because it's not... Right, we need to... Let's grab that. Contract. And let's collect. And let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of sowing contracts. Let's have a look to see. Field 5, that's big. Seeds. Now we have got this slight advantage for once. Not potatoes though. Sunflowers, cotton. Well, it's nearly all planters, isn't it? It is. Nearly everything's planters rather than seeders. Wow. I think every single thing on there, apart from the potatoes, is planters. Let me just check. Sure, I'm right. I need to see how it wouldn't be able to do a large planter though. Let's have a look. It's 3 metre bigger than that though, otherwise it would take forever. Thinking of the azurite. Hello. 10 to 1, alright darling, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. No worries darling, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, love you. Yeah, bye. Right, seriously, wow. Didn't realise how expensive they were, to be honest. It's going to take an awful lot of... We'd literally probably spend nearly all of our money. I think the azurite would be the one I would go for with the 6 metre. But yeah, that is sunflowers. cotton, nearly everything is that. So that's 63,000. What's the capacity? Yeah, you'd have to go for the box as well at the front, wouldn't you? Wow, you would. So that's 71,000. Just not sure. That's a 6 metre though, isn't it? Only got 595. What's that? 4.5. 1580 litres. That's the most tempting, but it's the coverage, the extra coverage that you get with that. But that would literally pretty much clear us out. That's 3 metres. See, that's where something like the Bureau would come in handy. If you could get something like that, and I don't know. I keep saying, don't I? It's the how expensive the. Yeah, I think we're going to pass. I just think we're a little bit too precariously placed at the present. Were there any other? It's just sowing, isn't it? Yeah, fertilising contracts will come soon in the not too distant future. It's a shame because if I'd got more money I would invest it, but it's going to take us an awful long time and an awful lot of work to make that back. And the sowing ones are going to be gone soon. I'd probably get 3 or 4 of those, and I'd probably half make the money back from the seeder. I need to at least cover that. I mean, I know we've got some seeds, but that's not going to last for all those contracts. And then it's going to get expensive. So yes. Seriously. I think we shall have to pass this time. And just wait for hopefully some spraying and fertilising contracts. So for now... can we do for now? I know what we can go and do. We want to get rid of those tree stumps. We'll do some research. Get the tree stumps done first. And then we'll wait for... So it's nearly 90,000. We have had some good buys on the... yeah, that's true. We've got the... let's drop this off. And we'll drop the weight off as well. We'll see if we can grab both the mower and the mulcher. We shall see. I'm not saying because... the weight might be uneven, and it might be, we've already seen that with this, the Amazon, how see that tractor looks more than capable of sustaining that kind of weight when you look at even just concentrate. Gordon Bennett. We have bought quite a bit of equipment though. We've had some good deals as well. I don't think we've done badly. We've not frittered it away or anything. Okay. Let's stick that. We've planted this year's crop. We've half fertilised it. Reminds me, I must remember. Oh no, I've actually got all that fertiliser in here, haven't I? Got quite a lot of seed though. Right, let's go and get our bits and bobs. Whoa, yeah, that's a tree, that is, you know. Yeah, that is a tree. And at all costs, avoid running into them because it will do damage to the tractor. And we've only got one tractor. You've got to look after it. I don't know, sometimes. Let's do a bit of in-cab. To the right. Yeah, we're good. I know they're fast, but they're not that fast. Right, so we'll put the mower on the front. And the mulcher on the back. should pretty much equalise it out. It's actually coping with that quite well. Whoa, he says as it skitters a little, but that's not too bad, bearing in mind the little Amazon. Right. Okay. Let's see how good this mulcher is. Okay, that away. Okay, that away. Okay, front first. Okay, let's get this bad boy going. I was slightly underpowered for it as well. Oh, we could have done with the front weight on. That's skittering a little. Whoa, a lot in fact. Yeah. Thank you. I seriously did not want to be running over my field. Gordon Bennett. God. Right, come on. Right. Now, need to be going the other way. Wow, come on. Let's have a look. Nope, still the same contracts. Do they renew every day? I don't know how the contract system works in this. Okay. I've got a minute. Yeah, well. It's not for the front, is it? Oh, so now we get lower forestry mulcher. Okay. Let's put the weight on the back then. We get it. No, it looks more like it's... Ooh. Oh yeah, that definitely worked. Oh wow, does it plough as well then? That looks like it's ploughing. Wow. Seriously, excellent. So front, that's different. We shall have a look on the thing to see if it is actually ploughing. If there are patches of ploughed area, we'll know it's ploughing. Ah, I didn't quite catch that. Not all of it. That sounded pretty much like I did. Last tree. For now. If I was going to place a sugar plant, bearing in mind we have not got much land, it would be in this corner. I would waste the least amount of the field. Right, brilliant. So that's all of our trees finally done. And another piece of equipment bought. And it was a very good price for saying this thing's normally... It's 56... Oh, I've not fixed it, have I? 60 odd thousand, isn't it, this one? This is the dearer of the two. Why, it's still skittering. Even with that weight on the back. Right. And I think that was a good buy. Even though, well, you never know. You never know when we may go into trees in a bigger way. I do actually like doing forestry. Right. Let's drop that. Right. Seriously, we have, as of right now, run out of jobs for us to do. Oh. Now it's seasons, so we could spray our crop with herbicide. That's something we could do. Let's put our front tank on. Let's do what we can do. Every job that we can. Let's do... Ah, okay. Let's try facing the right side. Speed up time though, to be honest. Let's do 30, because truthfully speaking we are... With this having no sleep trigger, we are in a very strange predicament. I should say about here. Not a bad guess. Not a bad guess. Yeah, we didn't do bad. I'll give you a gold star for that. For once, you didn't do badly. Right, so we even were classed as mulching with the plough, so I don't know how much of a bonus. The only thing we haven't done is limed, and I can't recall whether it said we needed lime. If we did, then we may hire, or we might just take the 15% loss for once. Can't do everything. Right, that's about there. Let's level off. That's not bad. one more pass. We know this is almost perfect. I doubt very much I'll get it perfect, but truthfully we know that last time it was 3 passes. So if I actually go to the far edge, I'll probably miss a tiny little strip, because obviously you're not normally that good. I hope you can preemptively spray on this. You can on normal seasons. I presume that being a seasons as part of the game, it's the same set of rules, although, as Mr. CDP said, don't presume anything. He is quite correct. Right, I'm a little far out. Let's get this. I don't want to be missing much. That's about right. Okay. And then we really truthfully will have. Let's speed up time a little bit to 120, because truthfully speaking, we really seriously have got absolutely nothing else to do. I don't know if it renews contracts later on. We shall have a look at dinner time to see if there are any new contracts coming through, which you never know. Someone could have planted the fields this morning and be needing fertiliser and doing today, but I suspect it'll be every morning the new contracts, but you never know. Never presume anything. Whoa. Yeah. Right, okay. We have got some more of this up at the store. Well, we have got quite a bit of seed, and that bottom. Okay. Oh, spraying. Yeah. Oh, and it's actually okay then. Right, fantastic. Let's not sound time down then. Let's go down to 3. And where is it? Field 20. Let's have a look. Where are you? Oh. Field 20. You are right up there. Right up by the... yeah. That's quite a way away. Okay. That's not what I meant to do at all. Let's fill this up. The reward for that, bearing in mind how much herbicide is. 3,808. It's not a lot, is it, when you consider how much herbicide is? Oh, perfect. And a bit left. Excellent. Ah, that's why. Right. I've only just, last episode, fixed the tractor. Look at the damage on it already. It cost me £2,000. That's what I say, the costs are just really... I mean, I have literally, last episode, done that for £2,000 after the harvesting contract, which cleared me of all costs, of all the profit I made, and now I've lost the tip again, which is about not far off where I was before, so that's nearly another £2,000. I've not even done anything. Oh, well, I suppose I've planted my field, I suppose. I don't know. I'll get used to it. It's new, isn't it? New things. But it does still seem a little bit bad wear. It's not even like it's a second-hand tractor. If this is what new equipment degrades like, oh my life, second-hand equipment, well, seriously. Right, field 20. I can see field 20. So the number does flash when you've got an active contract. Okay. How much we're going to get through on this? That's an interesting thing. Bearing in mind, one of those is it 3,800 or 2,800? Right, 20 is. To the left of it's actually the other side of this thing, so it wouldn't really matter which way we go. We can go down this little track, or we could have gone down that one. I think this is probably the slightly. Oh no, don't look. There's not a lot in it by the look of this. Let's see how many passes lengthwise. No, it says a bigger field. A little bit more than that. Ooh, yeah. Right. Let's have a look. Oh, I can see where I've gone. I can see the little black damage, so that's not useful to know. It's weird how the different stages look so much easier to see on some than others. This is quite a large field, isn't it, when you look at it? Let's do around and around. This will speed up time, to be honest. There's not much more I don't think we'll be able to do. And also it's play session time. I think this would be last contract for me to do today at the very least. I suppose I'll just go 30. I don't mean it funny, you never know what are the yeah, let's be reasonable. You don't know what the contracts are going to come as next play session. I want to be speeding up time to the point where we don't get any contracts. Do need to use the contract system to our advantage. I tell you this much though, I'm certainly glad with all of these sort of glitches and weirdness of the game that I did not go for hard economy. I seriously think we would have gone under by now. With all the weird costs that there have been and glitches, the tree that I cut that should have been gone for quite a lot that didn't, all sorts of weird and wonderful things that you don't expect. Right, get ready. We've done that first patch. Get ready to flip across. That's not a bad guess. Yeah, you can tell the difference actually quite well when you look at the field with long, all that extra green, the really vivid green. You can see that that's the little weeds. It's actually quite good. Get ready about now. Bigger field than I thought. About now. See it square off. About now. Trying to improve my skills, the field work. Getting smaller. If this was painting though, I would have abysmally failed because I would have painted myself into the centre of the room. However, I've got narrows on and I'm not painting. I am spraying. Brilliant. That will be good though. Come on, let's do at least the up pass. I do like to give good value for money. We'll just give a sprinkle on the way past the right way and we shouldn't be far off. I know we finished it, but you know what I mean. That's not bad. Excellent. Job is a good one. Now we need to be going, yeah, up that way. Bearing in mind this is quite slow to fold. Let's wait for that car. Right, spraying. Collect. Wow, see what I mean about how quickly those sewing contracts have gone. Right. Let's do our daily payback of £5,000. Okay. Smashing. Quite pleased with the repayments I've made. I've actually over halfway. So I suppose all things considered, I can't slaughter myself too much and say how terrible I've done because we're halfway through the bank loan already after 1 year. Again, as I said earlier, mainly through contracts. To be honest, we've also done well on some of the second-hand equipment. We've fallen quite good on some deals. Not a tractor, admittedly, and we haven't got enough money now unless we got something like one of the Zetas that was 50 grand and we got it for 25. Yes, I'd take a punt at it then, but apart from that there's no way I would. Right, I've got enough spray to do even one of the largest of fields, so we've done our fields, so all we need to do is wait for a growth stage. Right, actually thinking about this, let's stick it on 120 for now. Right, we can do that if we're clever. Okay. It's weird on the roads, it won't let you zoom out on the roads, but as soon as you get onto fields it does let you zoom in. So there's definitely some sort of weirdness by design, I would say. Oh, I forgot, I've still got some, haven't I? Let's fill up with what we've got. This will probably empty this completely this time though. Brilliant. +4. Does seem on average to change the equipment almost every day, but doesn't always change all of the equipment. Sometimes changes one piece, sometimes changes 2 or 3. Sometimes you only get one piece, and then other times it's 3 or 4 that are changed. Or it's a little bit random. Right, we'll leave this on because you don't know what will come in next. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut up, but I'm going to watch the night go again, as we have done for the last. I am going to speed this up though, so right, I think excellent. That's where we're going to leave it for now. Tomorrow we will do the rest of the fertilising, do another pass of that to get that up to 100% that we can. Does need lime. We shall see if we can. We shall get those contracts done. It's weird, the fertilising contracts again. Took 2 or 3 of them and they all disappeared. So it's very strange. It's allowed me to take 2 of these spraying contracts. So let's have a look where they are. Just one quick 5 and 15. Whereabouts are they? 5. I knew it was the big one. I did know that one. And 15. So they're both up that end. That's actually Gordon Bennett. 15's not. Wow, it's much bigger than Eden 20. I thought that was a big field, but they're both massive. Yeah, we're definitely going to need a. I can see why they're as much as they are. Let's just put that up to 1. Yeah, I can see why they're as much as they are. Looking at that, they are going to take at least 1 full. So that's half of that is going to be gone, and probably 1.5 of those. So we're going to make 3. Probably make about 6,000 or 7,000, which is the bank loan for the day. Which so at least will cover our things. Maybe make a couple of thousand on top of that. But then of course we should spend that on our repair bills as well. You never know, we might be able to do those smaller fields. We'll take those if they're still there, because we all know that they do seem to disappear. But for now, I am going to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you continue on this journey with me. I'm well chuffed with our progress. This is so much more difficult, and there's so many different things that have happened on this that didn't used to happen on the base game. Obviously, at Start from Scratch, you had 500,000. There was no loan. I mean, you've got 500,000, but 200,000 of that is a loan. So you only start with 300,000. That is your own money. So seriously, to have that £200,000 loan on top of starting from scratch is difficult. We had a bit of a bum year with the potatoes. Seriously, did not broke even. So it was a bit of a bad first start. But then I still don't think we did too bad. I don't know what's gone wrong with the fertilising contracts, but we did quite a few fertilising contracts, quite a bit of spraying. And again, I will rinse and repeat that again, but I seriously think it'll be at our own hand rather than at the hand of a worker, because it just is costing way too much for wages. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to say with no further ado, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.